Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? What's this? Let me see. What's good? How y'all doing? 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 So we got another bombshell for you guys here today. And this is a pretty big one. Yeah, it got worse. It got worse. I'm gonna let y'all catch up to the live. Let's give it like 2 minutes and we're gonna get into this. Yeah, but this one got worse. Yeah, this one got worse. This one got worse, folks. This one got worse. Let's give it another minute or so. Make sure y'all check in and let me know where y'all are coming in from. Shout out to Vegas. What else we got? Canada in the building. Shout out to Austin, Texas. Uh, where else we got? Pittsburgh in the building. Philly in the building. Let's give it another minute. Allow everybody to catch up to this live. Texas in the building. The UK, Florida. I see you. Maryland, Baltimore, Tampa, Florida. I see you. Bronx, New York. I see you. Rashad. Wilbert in Compton, Ray in the Bronx, ATL, Robert, I see you. Sean M in New York, King Meeks in Memphis, shout out to Memphis, Barbados. Let's give it another 30 seconds and we're going to get into this one here. Big Memphis. Where else we got? Albany in the building, Texas in the building, Los Angeles. Shout out to Mexico, Dallas, Texas, Sacramento, California. Yeah, somebody said say it ain't so. Yeah, man, it looks like it's so. Chicago, Florida, Harlem in the building. Let's give it about 10 more seconds. We're going to get into this one. Let's get these likes up. Try to get these likes to 200 likes if possible. Birmingham, Beantown in the building. Brooklyn, New York. Brazil. What else we got? Germany and Wisconsin. Okay, so let's get into this one here. So this is a shocker. This is a shocker. But we have a major update for you guys with this Shannon Sharpe story of some leaked audio that was published by TMZ. So I just want to play it for you now before we even waste any time. So let me play this audio for you right away. Okay. So y'all just listen to it. Again, this is from TMZ. As you can see here, TMZ Sports, Shannon Sharpe, Accuser. So just listen to this.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
oh Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Okay. Y'all heard the audio. Y'all heard the audio. Y'all heard the audio there. I'll play it a little bit later, but for now, y'all heard the audio. Now, this is from TMZ Sports. They say exclusive Shannon Sharpe accuser releases purported audio. I'm going to effing choke the bleep out of you. The woman accusing Shannon Sharpe of R has now released audio of a conversation she says she had with the Pro Football Hall of Famer And in it, Sharpe can be heard telling her he's going to choke her, blah, blah, blah. Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, sent TMZ Sports the 1 minute and 36-second clip on Tuesday, alleging the convo took place at some point towards the end of her client's relationship with the ESPN personality. The two appear to be in a dispute during the talk, and it escalates further when Doe asks Shannon not to manipulate her. And then he says, oh, Lord, we're going to play that in a second for you guys again. The context of the conversation is not clear. The parties purportedly had a history of using graphic language showing a consensual domination, subservient relationship. Text messages Sharpe's attorney shared on Monday showed the woman did not ask him to put a dog call. Okay, so first of all, welcome the new people in the chat here. Okay, first of all, I want to quickly refer to something I saw from Jason Whitlock yesterday. Okay, I saw a show that Jason Whitlock released where he was speaking about the history that Shannon Sharpe has had with women in the past, at some of his previous places of employment. And he essentially said, given his past, he was surprised that FS1 decided to work with Shannon Sharpe. So you had that there. So he was surprised that took place, right? Which kind of made me think a little bit like, okay, that's interesting. So we had that there. Then last night, Shannon Sharpe's attorneys, or Shannon Sharpe, I don't know, whoever it is, posted something on his Instagram, which we covered, where he was exposing some text messages, okay, of a back and forth between the two of them. And then in the end of it, it says Shannon plans to fight this vehemently in court and essentially clear his name. Now, this audio drops today, and it was sent by the Jane Doe, who I believe, I forgot her name, Zaninga, I forgot her first name, is saying that Shannon Sharpe said this to her or whatever. What are my thoughts about this? Thank you for the amazing content, brother. Hey, appreciate Herm, Geo, appreciate the super chat. What are my thoughts on this? I got to be honest with you guys. I have a bunch of thoughts going through my mind, and I'm going to play the audio for the new people coming in. Give me about 2-3 minutes. Let me just get this off my mind, and I'll continue. First of all, I don't understand why Shannon was being recorded in a conversation. I don't understand that part. The reason I'm saying that is because you only record people if you plan to expose them down the line. Otherwise, why record somebody? Why would you record someone for the sake of recording them if you're not planning to use that recording against them in the future? That's the first thing I thought of. Somebody said, dude, when the lawyer for Shannon Sharpe starts his rebuke with the lady asking him to put a dog collar and walking like a dog, these two are two wild freaks. Appreciate the super chat. So that's the first part that has me thinking, okay, this lady seemed to be fed up with Shannon Sharpe for a while now, because for you to record him, it means that you're planning on using that audio in the future. So that's the first part, the part about just being recorded. That's just a little bit weird to me. The second part is this, the audio itself. Now, this is allegedly supposed to be Shannon Sharpe. I don't know it's him. I'm unclear or unsure if it is him, because I'm used to, like the most of us are used to hearing Shannon Sharpe speak in his performative voice. He's more animated, he's louder. In this voice, he sounds like he's talking normally. So he sounds a little bit different to me. And until I heard him say, like, oh my goodness, like the way he spoke with the accent, that sounds like something how Shannon Sharpe speaks, right? Then he said, she said, don't manipulate me. He said, oh my goodness, if you say that to me one more time, I'm going to effing choke you. The video then pauses, and I'm going to play it for you again. It pauses, and then she says, oh, I don't want you to choke me. And as I'm listening to that part, I'm like, is this back to their foreplay that they used to have? Because if you listen to the text message or read the text messages that he released on his Instagram, it sounds like they have this kind of weird kind of dominating kind of thing going on. There's also like a racial element between the two of them if you go back and read the texts on his page. So I want to play the audio for you guys again, and then we'll continue on. Take a listen to the audio for the new people who haven't heard it.
I mean, if I'm making fried
Oh, hold on
chicken,
1 second. Why is it doing this? Let me see. Let me play it again. Apparently this thing jumped to the next video. Okay. So the video is about to play again. This is wild. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to Brandon. Now they got ads playing on a video. This is from TMZ here. Oh my Lord. Just when you trying to play some, anyway, y'all heard it okay, here it is. All right, hold on. Let me unmute it. All right, listen to it. All right, just a second. All right.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
oh no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Listen to this pause.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
This is
I
still
don't.
listen.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
What do y'all make of this? A part of me, like the first half of the video sounded serious, but the second half of the video sounded like they were doing their kind of role play thing again. That's how it sounded to me, because she said, no matter how many you consent, the one time they said, yeah, but Shannon's anger and manipulation was legit. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. Yeah, it sounded weird, the second part, and I'm gonna tell you why. If somebody threatens to choke you, I feel like your reaction would be a little bit more animated. I feel like that part I didn't get. And then her whole tone was like, I don't want you to choke me. And then he goes, yeah, you do. And that little part at the end sounded like their freaking role play again. Just giving you guys my my opinion on it. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on here. Again, we cannot verify this is Shannon Sharpe or not, but that's what it's saying on TMZ Sports. And TMZ seems to be pretty reputable. Now, this audio is important to say was also sent to TMZ Sports by her attorney, Tony Busby. Folks, this is bad. This is bad. Ain't no two ways to look at it. Because even if he is not guilty of what this audio is saying, the publicity alone looks very, very, very bad. And I'm going to go back to my original comments that I made after that Michelle video went viral. It says those were several recordings she put together. It sounded fake to me. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, it didn't sound normal to me. Personally, it didn't sound normal to me. Personally, it didn't sound normal to me. But anyway, that's just my opinion. What I will say is this. Going back to that Michelle video, I believe that all of this started with that damn Michelle video. Going back to that. Because when a situation like that occurs, you automatically put yourself in a realm of the dirty section. Let's keep it real. You went from having a pristine image to now jumping into the ratchet section of the internet. Remember, Shannon Sharpe was on FS1 wearing suits, suited and booted, all of that stuff. Although he had his kind of, what's that thing when he used to wear the do-rag and all that stuff? That his character that he used to play. He leaves Undisputed. Then he goes into Club Shay Shay. And Club Shay Shay goes into the beef section, the drama section, and all of that. So you're now no longer corporate. You're now moved into a different lane. You're now beefing with people, having back and forth with various people all over the internet. So your image has now shifted a little bit. Then that video drops, and I'm not going to let it go. That video of that audio that was released drops. I find out about it like the rest of you. Shannon Sharpe publishes a video, a picture on his Instagram saying, we got to talk, like we're going to go live. We all go to the live, and 164,000 people were watching Shannon Sharpe live. 164,000 people. Dude, this statement in the text, I'm going to make sure you put a big inside me. That tells you like the man and was very happy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Appreciate the super chat. He goes on the live where he's supposed to clear the air on what happened. And in the beginning of the live, there's a pre-recorded ad of a sex product that he had in a picture of the thumbnail where he told people he would go live. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, if this is a live for you to explain what just happened, this mistake, why do you have a sex product commercial already pre-recorded? Then during the live, when you're supposed to be apologizing, you're bragging. And as you're bragging, you're reaching in your back pocket, pulling out this thing. And I'm like, is this an apology video or is this an ad? I'm confused. And then you listen to the story of how it went down. Oh, you know, my phone went on live. All of us that heard that story, we all tried to go live, and we knew that it is absolutely impossible because there are too many prompts. And then you're live, and then somebody else has access to your account, and they shut it down to live. Is that even possible? Shankin didn't learn from Michael Irvin. I hope it's not true. Appreciate the super chat, the road to wisdom. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this can't be real. I'm listening to Cam and Mace. Cam is like, son just wanted to go viral. So what ended up happening was you had that situation go down. And that was a ratchet ass moment. Let's keep it a buck. And now you open up yourself to paint yourself as a person where something like this could happen. Why? Because in the initial report with the lawsuit, she said, go back and read it. Shannon was recording me, our sexual, whatever it is, without my consent. And there's a video or an audio online of you having you know what, and it was recorded. So now it looks plausible that at the very least, you can be in a situation where you're having hoo-ha time and cameras are rolling. It's not far-fetched to believe. Somebody says, Shannon is innocent. It's nothing for women to lie now. Appreciate the super chat. I'm not here to say he's innocent or guilty. I'm just reporting the news. Let's try to get these likes up to 500 likes, guys. This is why 50 Cent went celibate. Too risky. Nah, because there are a lot of people that are in relationships that don't find themselves in this nonsense. They don't find themselves in this nonsense. Now, if this is Shannon Sharpe on the audio, I can't verify it. I heard a voice. It sounds like him. I don't know it's him. It's not my job to prove whether or not it's him. I don't know it's him. And I'm going to play the audio again for you guys in a few minutes. But this is a cautionary tale of how not to mess up when you get to the top. Because there's a very famous statement by this motivational speaker. He said, your talent will take you places that your character can't keep you. I repeat it. He said, your talent will take you places that your character can't keep you. Let's be for real. Shannon is at the top of the game. If there are 5 major sports personalities, he's one of them. He is in line to sign a $100 million contract extension. $100 million. You appear regularly on one of the biggest sports talk shows in the United States, which is ESPN First Take. You're at the top of the game, and then something like this occurs. Now, the only part that doesn't make sense to me is this, and there are a few parts. In the original report of the $50 million lawsuit, she said that Shannon was recording her without her consent, the sexual videos. Well, here you have an audio of her recording him without his consent. Let's just think about that for a second. She accused him of recording her, them doing things without her consent, but you have a video that you recorded him without his consent. How does that work? Number one. Number two, the video that you said he recorded you with, we're now hearing that you're the one that presented the video. Where is this video recording that he recorded you with? As far as I know, according to this report, Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, to the TMZ report that I'm reading, sent TMZ Sports the 1-minute 36-second clip on Tuesday, alleging the convo took place at some point towards the end of the. So what this is saying is that she recorded him. And I'm going to go back to my original statement. Why would you record someone that you're involved with if you don't plan on using that audio against them in the future? Why do you plan on doing it? Do you know that in divorce court, you just can't get divorced because you decide to get divorced? You know you have to have real reasons to get divorced, like infidelity, maybe violence, and you have to be able to prove it. So if you're in a relationship with someone where there's violence and you're recording it as evidence, I can understand that because you're looking for the evidence to get out of that situation. You're looking for the evidence. So to me, this video, she already knew she was going to release this, which now brings us to the major question is, why now? Why now? Why now? Shannon Sharpe has been who he is for a long time. Why now? And why the amount that you're asking for? Let me give you guys some information. Shannon Sharpe in his NFL career earned $22 million. $22 million. Appreciate you guys for being a part of the live. Let's try to get these likes up to 700 likes, guys. Shout out to the 2,600 people we got in here. He earned $22 million in his playing career. So for a person that earned $22 million and is earning a few million a year on TV, how can you sue somebody like that for $50 million? How can you sue somebody for money you think they don't have? But then the news comes out, and it was published by Front Office Sports, that Shannon Sharpe is in line to get a $100 million deal, and a $50 million lawsuit drops. And we now got to address the lawyer, Tony Busby, who has a history of doing this. Tony Busby represented the 20 plaintiffs against Deshaun Watson. Tony Busby also represented the person that claimed that her and Jay-Z and Diddy did unsavory things to her, just to later on find out it was a lie, that she was lying, and Jay-Z referred to him as an ambulance chaser. And Tony Busby is probably going to have to pay $20 million to Jay-Z in damages. Why? Because he cost Jay-Z a $20 million contract. So the lawyer that we're talking about has a checkered past. It's important that we report that as well. This is what Tony Busby does. Somebody said, the things men do to prove they're not. Appreciate the super chat. So let me play the audio again for the new people in the live that didn't hear it. Let me play it for y'all.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
What is this? Yeah, this I'm just going to give you guys my honest reaction to this audio. This audio sounds very weird to me. It doesn't make sense. What doesn't make sense is the emotions don't match what's being said. The emotions and the reactions don't match what's being said. And if you go back to what Shannon posted on his Instagram account of text messages that she sent to him, it showed a person that was looking for some type of, they had some type of, dominating kind of stuff. There was a racial element to their sexual back and forth conversations that they used to have with one another. And she was saying some pretty graphic stuff that involved force during intercourse. So I'm listening to this audio. The first part, he sounds upset. And then he goes, I'm going to choke you. Then there's this long, weird ass pause, because if you say that to a person, there's going to be a reaction of some sort. I don't care. It doesn't sound normal to me. There's this long pause. And then the person says, I don't want to be choked. Like in a plain kind of like, I don't want to be choked. And then he goes, yes, you do. What is this? What is this? The audio don't sound normal to me. I could be wrong. It could be Shannon Sharpe, most probably. I don't know. But in terms of the intent behind what's being said by her representatives or her legal counsel, it's not clear to me. it doesn't add up, and the timing of it doesn't add up, and the amount of money they're looking for coincides with the money that he's supposed to get. And then you look at Tony Busby, who is now being labeled an ambulance chaser after a case that he tried to levy against Jay-Z about a person that claimed him and Diddy did X, Y, and Z, just to later on find out he didn't even vet her statements. He didn't even cross-check. So this is the lawyer was supposed. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not saying that he's lying, but none of this don't make sense to me. And I think what Shannon's attorneys did was smart by putting out those text messages, because I believe they thought, or they knew, that this person was going to try to paint him as some aggressive person, some aggressive man. So they released text messages of her saying some pretty graphic things that involve force in the bedroom. So when you read those text messages, you don't get the sense that, oh, you're talking to a little lily pad or a little butterfly. That's not the impression I got. Now let's talk about Shannon Sharpe's future at ESPN. If you notice, ESPN supported Shannon Sharpe during that first fiasco with the Michelle video audio. They stood by him. I'm not so sure they'll stand by him for this one, for a few reasons. You're a multiple offender now. You're a multiple offender. Is it possible that people can have gaffes and have missteps and say things that are wrong-headed? Yes, we all make mistakes. It's happened. It's happened to Stephen A. Smith. It's happened to a bunch of people. But this isn't no gaffe. This isn't no misstep. This is the ratchet section of the internet. This is messy. And we're covering it, number one, because it's the biggest story in sports. Number two, it should serve as a cautionary tale. It should serve as a cautionary tale. Why did none of this happen when Shannon Sharpe was at FS1? I believe Shannon Sharpe at FS1 was a lot more careful. He was a lot less big-headed, and he was a lot more humble. Ever since the Cat Williams interview and all of that, Shannon Sharpe changed. And I'm not judging him, because who knows what type of person a person would turn into with that level of success, but he changed. Before, he used to be very, very humble. You could never expect this kind of nonsense associated to Shannon Sharpe. He was too careful of a person. He said it. He would describe his days when he was working at FS1. He would go home, study his work, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, I don't know if Shannon thought he was so big that but bro, this ain't a good look. This is not a good look. If this is him in the audio, I don't know. I'm not here to prove that. They're saying it is him. Says Shannon Sharpe's accuser releases purported audio. So I don't know if it's him or not. Now, it's also important to state that this audio doesn't indicate anything about the R word. It just shows that he could be a violent person. This audio doesn't show that. Now, the woman did say that she got upset with Shannon, or she tried to pull away from him when he recorded her when their sexual encounters were recorded without her consent. Well, you're going to have to prove that Shannon. You're going to have to prove that Shannon Sharpe recorded you. You're going to have to prove that. Because if you pop up with a video and he doesn't, how do we know it's not your video? How do we know you didn't record him? How do we know any of this? Number two, you're accusing him of recording you without your consent, but you're recorded him without his knowledge. So this person ain't no I'm not believing all of that. I don't think this is a saint we're dealing with here. Just my opinion. Because you recorded him You said he recorded you. We don't know that. We haven't seen that recording yet. Maybe there will be a recording. And if a video does come out, I got to understand. Okay, so let me figure this out. If Shannon recorded you without your consent, it means that you were against him recording you. So if you say that he recorded you, you need to be ready to prove that. And if you're ready to prove that, it means that you have the video, which then one has to ask, how did you get that video of him recording you? How did you get the video? Did he send it to you? Because if you're saying he sent it to you, you're going to need to prove that too. If I'm a defense attorney, you're going to have to prove that too. Where's the evidence that you received that video from him? How did you get the video? How did the video go from his phone to your phone? How? You got to show me the text message. Show me the iMessage. Show me the WhatsApp. It'll show it. If somebody sends you something, you'll see it. There, you got to send it somehow. So how'd you get that video? If LeBron asked Shannon to do what she did, he would have been more excited. Appreciate the super chat. So you got to prove that. Somebody said, shout out to Anthony. So you got to prove that. So there are a lot of holes in this entire situation. And listening to that audio, it don't add up to me. I'm going to play it one last time and I'm going to let y'all go. Take a listen to this audio one more time.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
This person sounds like they're joking. I don't know.
You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Bro, let me pause this video. Bro, man, this sound like, if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, this sound like some foreplay to me, man. Like some of their role-playing nonsense. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm sorry. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong. That's what it sounds like to me. It just sounds weird to me. Just keeping it a buck with you guys. It just sounds weird. Let me continue it. Now listen to this long so he says he's going to choke her, and her response is nothing. Listen.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
you know what this pause sound like? This pause sounds like somebody that's recording somebody and also like responding to text messages or something. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the person is mentally preoccupied doing something else. I'm sorry. Now listen to the end of it and then we done.
I don't.
You know what?
You hear this?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
Bro, man, listen. I ain't no lawyer. I'm gonna leave it to their lawyers to figure this out. But this sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it don't sound normal to me. So anyway, guys, look. Yeah, it don't sound normal to me. So anyway, look. This is the update on this story. Somebody said she's terrified. I don't know. I wasn't there. All I know is that this is what they said. This audio is purportedly supposed to be Shannon Sharpe. I don't know if it is. They're gonna have to prove that. But essentially, this is where it is now. Now, I think the most important thing we need to wait and see is what happens with Shannon Sharpe's role on ESPN, number one. Number two, what does this do with what does this do for his contract negotiations? Because this could force somebody to want to settle quick. But how can you settle for $50 million when you ain't got it? How can you settle for $50 million when you ain't got it? How? Diddy paid Cassie $30 million and he's a billionaire. So how's Shannon Sharpe gonna pay $50 million? Like, think about it. Diddy paid Cassie reportedly $30 million. So how the hell is Shannon gonna pay $50 million? So I don't know, man. Y'all make of it what y'all want. This is the update. We'll keep you guys posted. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. Thank you guys for being a part of the live. Y'all have a good one.